Eventide's Precision Time-Align will help you generate perfectly synchronized double-track recordings and entirely eliminate timing anomalies from your mix, especially on multi-mic drums, vocals, and instruments. If you've ever mic'd drums, an electric guitar cabinet, or a vocal with more than one microphone, you know it's not as easy as it seems. While the sound recorded from each mic may sound good on its own, often when mixing the two signals together, phase anomalies present themselves, resulting in the mixed signal having artifacts such as comb filtering or low frequencies dropping off. So before we get into how easy it is to fix your recordings using Eventide's Precision Time-Align, let's start by asking, what exactly are phase cancellation and phase shifting? A cycle can begin at any point on a waveform. Whenever two or more waveforms are involved in producing a sound, their relative amplitudes will often be different at any one point in time. When two waveforms with the same frequency, shape, and peak amplitude are in phase, the newly combined waveform will have the same frequency, phase, and shape, but will double in amplitude. Let's listen to these identical sine waves that are in phase. They sound the same on their own, but when we play them together, their amplitude doubles. Now let's listen to a common problem that occurs when you record the same sound source with more than one microphone. If the cycles of the waveform are lined up opposite of each other, phase cancellation can occur, which results in them canceling each other out. Let's listen to a third sine wave, which has a phase that is 180 degrees opposite of the first two. It sounds the same by itself, but when we combine it with the first sine wave, we hear nothing at all. Now let's put Eventide's Precision Time-Align on the third sine wave and click the invert phase button. Double amplitude is back. Phase shifting describes when one waveform leads or lags in time with respect to another. This is a common occurrence when multi-micing from different distances. The mix of the two sources results in artifacts and alteration of the combined signal's overall frequency response. The two tracks need to be time-aligned, and while you can do this to some extent in your DAW, you only have sample level accuracy, whereas Eventide's Precision Time-Align allows for synchronizing signals up to 1/64th of a sample. Precision Time-Align is super easy to operate and will allow you to perform surgical shifts in time, 64 more times accurate than you can accomplish using your DAW alone. Precision Time-Align uses 4 different methods for calibrating the signal to achieve perfect signal matching. Delay time is in milliseconds, samples, and both English and metric distance. The phase invert button inverts the phase of the signal. An example where this might be employed is when two microphones are recording opposite sides of a snare drum, which naturally results in mirror image acoustical phasing. The two precision coarse and fine controls are for optimizing the time shift in a recording. The coarse control allows you to quickly find the general time shift range you're seeking. Then proceed to the fine adjustment to achieve perfect correlation between the two tracks to 1/64th of a sample. Precision Time-Align also permits you to perform negative delays, which essentially moves the track up in time relative to the other tracks in the recording. Whether you wish to correlate multiple tracks of a single instrument, compensate for phasing from different mics on a kick drum, or align audio segments for a tracking-only session, Precision Time-Align is ideal for these and endless other engineering tasks. The nature of combining sounds dictates that there is always phase interaction. We wouldn't want to hinder that because good phase interaction gives our music depth and richness. When two mics record the same signal out of phase, that depth and richness is lost, and it has an adverse effect on the quality of the music. For this reason, Eventide's Precision Time-Align is a must-have addition to your plug-in toolbox.